For Mealy to Moore machine, at first you have to check these two columns, this column and this column. First check whose state output are changed. For Q1 there is output 1 and for Q1 there is output 1, so Q1 is not changed. For Q2 the output is 1, but here for Q2 the output is 0, so Q2 is changed. Now Q3's output was 0 and here Q3's output is 0, so Q3 is not changed. Now Q4 output was 1 and here Q4's output is 0, so Q4 is also changed. Now we get Q2 and Q4 whose outputs are changed. So in the new table there will be two new states, that will be Q2 0, Q2 1 and Q4 0, Q4 1. So the states will be Q1, Q2 0, Q2 1, Q3, Q4 0, Q4 1. Now you have to make these two columns. At first for Q1 there was Q3 with output 0, so here is Q3 with output 0. Here Q2 with output 0. The output was 0, so the state will be Q2 0 because the output is 0. Now for Q2 0 there was Q1 with output 1, so it will be Q1 with output 1. There was Q4 with output 0. The output was 0, so the state will be Q4 0 with output 0. Now for Q2 1 there was Q1 with output 1, so it will be Q1 with output 1. It was Q4 with output 0, so it will be Q4 0 because the output was 0. Now for Q3 it was Q2 with output 1. The output was 1, so it will be Q2 1 with output 1. Here Q1 with output 1, so it will be Q1 with output 1. Now for Q4 0 it was Q4 with output 1. Because the output is 1, so it will be Q4 1 with output 1. Now it was Q3 with output 0, so it will be Q3 with output 0. And for Q4 1, Q4 with output 1, so it will be Q4 1 with output 1, and Q3 0 will be same as Q3 0. Now for the next table you have to copy these steps from here. The states will be same, and these two columns you have to copy from this column and this column. This column will be this one and this column will be this one. For the output you have to check from the first table. Here Q1 was with output 1, so the output will be 1. For Q2 0 there is a 0, so output will be 0. For Q2 1 there is a 1, so output will be 1. For Q3 was 0, so output will be 0. For Q4 0 there is a 0, so output will be 0. For Q4 1 there is a 1, so output will be 1. And for Mealy to Moore machine, in Moore machine the Moore machine cannot generate output 1 at first, so you have to initialize this with a new state. So we have included Q0 state with output 0, and the two inputs will be Q3 and Q2 0, as there was Q1 with Q3 and Q2 0. So we have to just copy the states of Q1 from here, and the output will be 0 with initial state Q0, and the rest of the table will be from here to here.